CIA or
Okay, I'm bored of this. Let's go directly to the fucking source and let's watch what the fuck's going on with Vice interviewing. Apparently Vice interviews barbecue in this one. Now don't get me wrong, this is fucking Vice, so it can go either way, okay? It can go either way. I'm gonna let you know. Sometimes they have some real sussy baka reporting. An immediate one that comes to mind is like covering the blockade in Yemen from as like pro Saudi a point of view as you could possibly get. That was like a big I would say misstep in the way that Vice covered that. Okay, and then other times they're very good. So we'll see what is going on here.
Égal là, on est venu faire massacre sur ou gen ti moun, ou gen madame, ou gen parents, on est venu faire massacre sur ça fait. Voilà, droit devant nous là. Yo gen un corridor là, yo gen un grand la rue là, parce que nous gen reste moun yo qui en haut là, nous pas vle mourir. Vous comprenez? Yo vin à tout bagay, masque, manchette, marteau, vous comprenez? Yo vin à tout bagay net, mais avouez que tellement nous tenons un peu difficile. C'est quand qui boule. Ouais. Tout ce qui boule comme aller. C'est ça vous nous ne pas pas quitter le casier. Ou même pas d'accord pour mourir de bois balancer frère.
Who's behind all of this? The shooting, the burnt homes. Who did this?
Barbecue there, barbecue. Et les cabines casier sont comme ça. Parce qu'il dit faut commander tout ghetto net, faut tout ghetto à sous contrôle seulement. Pour mourir et pour la paix à établir dans tout ghetto.
Barbecue video? No, shut up. No.
Des jeunes qui voulaient ouais Haïti sortir dans le niveau lié. Parce que l'État nous gagne en Haïti, son l'État qui est effondré, son l'État qui corrompu.
Calls for Haiti's leader to go are echoing down the streets of the country's capital, Port-au-Prince. There's real anger at years of government corruption and chaos. These protesters say it's time for the rule of President Jovenel Moïse and his party, the PHTK, to end.
For people wondering, the people of Haiti, okay, the actual people of Haiti, they don't like the current president or the one that just got fucking off, okay, and they don't like the gangs either. That's because I see a lot of people in the chat asking, like, what's the deal? Are the people like fond of the gangs there? Do they seem as like revolutionary forces? No. They also, for understandable reasons, do not like American interference.
The capital city of Port-au-Prince is home to more than 2 million people, spread out across dozens of neighborhoods divided by political and economic fault lines. Like many places in the world, violence and politics have long gone hand in hand here. But recently, the fighting that has engulfed the capital has reached a new level of intensity. In many neighborhoods, there's almost no official police presence, and residents are forming their own armed groups to protect themselves.
So we just got to Bel Air. We were told there was...
Bro, how is this motherfucker raw dogging Haiti right now with no vest on and anything? That shit always blows my mind. Yeah, we make fun of like Vice for having like skinny Brooklyn journos with like a beard and you know, glasses going down to these like conflict areas, but it is still kind of insane that they straight up go out there.
Fighting here earlier in the day, that some people were burned out of their homes. They've been quiet for a while, but shortly after we got here, they started firing again. So we're just kind of hunkered down now, waiting to see what's going to happen.
Presidential election, an election he claims was fraudulent.
Dans la dernière élection, dans la première tour d'élection, il n'était pas en faveur, non. Dans mardi, on a annoncé le résultat de l'élection qui est en faveur, non. Dans mercredi, on a changé le résultat.
4 candidates claimed presidential victory before the official count indicated Jovenel Moïse had won. But transfer of power was delayed due to massive protests and evidence of widespread fraud. Still, Moïse took power.
99% haïtien pas vle ouais président qui là. Bon garanti nous croyons que gon levé campé pas fait parce que peuple haïtien pas accepté surtout mandat moun yo dit que président mandat fini qui donc son pays qui pas gouverner. Au cas où seulement c'est corruption qui gagne, il est obligé encourager ces gens qui gagnent ça qui met la population en otage.
Did the president get killed or a dictator? The president was, I mean, he was a brutal dude.
In neighborhoods like Del Macis, there's no official police presence at all. This is Cherise.
The president that got murked was not liked by the Haitian people and also was refusing to leave power. He was a dictator. You could say that he was a dictator.
Stronghold.
So how much of this area here is under your control?
Tout là, toute partie ça yo, c'est côté comme si moun moins supporter cap supporter tout. L'autre bord, dans l'autre bord ça yo, c'est communauté comme si qui pas vle wem.
With so much attention on him, Cherizier is trying to show that he's not a criminal, but a legitimate power broker. It's likely part of the reason he agreed to be filmed by us. He has his own camera crew and entourage. What followed was a PR tour, impossible for us to take at face value.
Comment est là?
Our tour of his stronghold in Delmar was punctuated with what seemed like pre-planned stops and a bit of posturing.
On va ça tout business pour dans zone là en fonctionner. Nèg qu'on habitué entrer dans zone là, vinn déchouquer, voler, râler les armes sous moun yo pour prendre tout ça OK. Je dis à nous lutter contre nèg yo pas ka faire ça encore. Comment est maman chérie?
Cherizier was keen to show us one of the more tangible examples of his good works around town. A church-turned-safe house for people he says are victims of violence, perpetrated by rivals who wish to do him and his supporters harm.
Where have all these people come from and how long have they been here?
Si on côté qui les Baozi, ça fait à peu près 10 à 12 jours depuis là. Depuis que ça a éclaté. Et que comme si on va pour regarder comment ensemble avec l'église là, comment nous ca aider ou ba manger.
I mean, if you're doing the fucking bulk of the violence, then yes. The moments in which you are being filmed and you don't want there to be violence, you can control that.
On couverture pour dormir, en façon si la pluie a tomber, nous on est là, yo plus ou moins en sécurité. On soit mon vieux figure, c'est juste parce que va identifier dans la rue.
What the fuck is this camera angle, bro?
Cherizier encouraged us to hear this woman's story, though she also requested she remain anonymous.
Moun ki atake nou, e nek bele yo, yave nek maya yo, ki atake nou, e fè nou kite kay nou. Fè kade jak yo fè nou abi, fè nou tout bagay, mit bandi la kay la. Si nou getan koui la, kay yo getan boule yo. Bon, e ba bet fon bagay pou nou, paske nou ba gen le chwa mèm. E ba bet fon bagay pou nou, yo tire tout ki se bate. E la nou ka vin pou refuj nou pou refuj nou la.
We were unable to substantiate reports about this particular attack or this woman's assault. But Cherizier does style himself as a benefactor to the people in the neighborhoods he controls. The borders that divide his territory and the opposition's are well known to those living in the area. But they're almost imperceptible to an outsider, with a single building or sign demarcating enemy turf.
Vous pensez que le rival peut attaquer ici? There it is.
Ok? Et comme ça. Allez. Non, juste prends précaution comme si les balles sont pareil pour nous pas prendre balle. T'as l'air pas être là et tirer sous. Et retirer quoi quand on campe en même.
Oui, pas bon là, non?
Comment nous est?
Nous t'es bien.
Non, en forme?
Oui.
Mon cap tirer là. Et c'est like un sniper, ouais. Côté au camper là et puis au tirer là. Côté bien là, il m'a cap tirer sur yo. Est-ce que c'est moi?
It's hard to tell if the gunfire is outgoing or incoming. But it gave Cherizier a chance to make another speech.
Problème nèg yo gen, c'est parce que nous pas prendre la rue pour nous manifester pour yo. Nous pas prendre la rue pour nous craser briser. Si nous pas prendre la rue pour nous craser briser, c'est pour Jovenel louer et pour gouvernement dans travail et puis on met l'argent dans mes pour détruire nous.
PR tour or not, it's clear Cherizier holds real power. And not just in this neighborhood.
That's crazy. There was a shooting and now he's like walking the streets again. What the fuck? Like, it doesn't seem like he's an imminent threat at all from a potential rival gang attacking him. That's kind of weird, dude. What the fuck?